Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host James Egan, and today on Bond Month we'll be looking at From Russia with Love. I only realised after re-watching the Dr. No that my mosquito bite is very distractingly visible. And if you didn't notice it, now you will, because I just mentioned it. Probably should edit that bit out. But I'm not going to. From Russia with Love came out in 1963. This is the first film where Q is played by Desmond Llewellyn. He plays the character in 17 Bond films. The tagline was, his new enemies, his new women, his new adventures. The theme song was performed by Matt Monro. It has no lyrics. Robert Shaw plays the villain Red Grant. He is most famous for playing Quint in Jaws. By a complete coincidence, a villain called Jaws appeared in later films in the Bond series. Connery was paid $250,000. This is the first film to star the leader of Spectre, Ernest Stavro Blofeld. He's played by Anthony Dawson. Only the back of his head is seen. The Spectre training school was based on the gladiatorial school in the 1960 film Spartacus. Connery thinks this is the best Bond film that he worked on. In some scenes, Connery used a water pistol instead of a prop gun. When producers learned that From Russia with Love was one of John F. Kennedy's favorite novels, they decided to make it into the second film in the series. Weirdly, this was the last film that JFK ever saw. He saw it 2 days before he was assassinated. Connery was nearly killed during the helicopter scene due to the inexperienced pilot driving the vehicle. Although the villains were supposed to be Russian, the producers decided to make them a part of the fictional criminal organization Spectre to avoid increasing the tension already present between the US and Russia at the time. But luckily, there was never any tension between America and Russia ever again. There was. The scene where Bond meets Tatiana Romanova in the hotel has been used many times for auditions for potential Bond actors and Bond girls. This was the last Bond film that Ian Fleming saw. Alfred Hitchcock was considered to direct the film. Bond doesn't say his legendary line, Bond, James Bond, in this film. It was this film that made Sean Connery a major star, not Dr. No. This is Timothy Dalton and Daniel Craig's favourite Bond film. Obviously, those two went on to become James Bond themselves. The film had double the budget of the previous film. The film won a BAFTA for cinematography. There are only 3 Bond films where James Bond does not wear a tuxedo. This one, You Only Live Twice and Live and Let Die. Although he does wear one on the posters. Hey, false advertising. Although Red Grant appears throughout, he does not speak until 80 minutes into the film. When Grant meets Bond, he speaks in an English accent. When he is revealed to be a criminal, he switches to his Irish accent. Originally, Robert Shaw turned down the role because he thought the script was rubbish. Connery provided voiceover work for the 2005 video game James Bond 007 From Russia with Love. Rosa Klebb uses a poisoned knife inside her shoe. This was actually used by the KGB. From Russia with Love is Ian Fleming's favourite novel. The film features 5 actors who have starred in the Doctor Who series. The fight scene on the train is said to be one of the best fights in any movie ever. It took 3 weeks to film. In the Russian version of the film, Spectre is known as Phantom. In Belgium, the film is called Kisses from Russia. In China, the film is called 007 Averted the Spy Plot. In Finland, the film is called 007 in Istanbul. Istanbul's not in Russia. Yet. The first line in the novel is, the naked man who lay splayed out on his face beside the swimming pool might have been dead. Splayed? You can't just make up words, Fleming. The last line in the novel reads, he said, or thought he said, I've already got the loveliest. Bond pivotally slowed on his heel and crashed headlong to the wine-red floor. Bond actually dies in the novel. And the final fact, Bond died in the novel because the books weren't selling very well. Fleming was quite annoyed by this. However, From Russia with Love became a best-selling novel because of this movie, and so Fleming revived Bond, somehow, and continued the series. Special thanks to these fine people for all their help. Be sure to subscribe to Facts About Everything. Follow me on Twitter for updates on upcoming videos. Check out my Facebook page to let me know what subjects you want me to talk about in the future. Thanks for watching. See you again.